our extension has the ability to scrape data from the policies contained on any given web host platform. And in particular, we're looking for the presence of privacy policies, terms and condition statements, user agreements, and cookie policies. So here we are on CNN.com. And if we scroll down, we can see that in the footer of the page, there are privacy policies and terms of use listed. These are the types of links that our scraper is going to be looking for to gather the data from a site such as CNN.com. And we are really happy with this product because our product will find these policies for you and analyze them for you so that the user does not have to spend the time going through that trouble. So when a user visits a website for the first time after downloading our extension, data is pulled from the site's policies into the backend. After our web scraper organizes and analyzes the data, it passes it off to our natural language processing algorithms. So if we come up here and we open our extension in the toolbar, we can see some of the categories that our algorithms have categorized each sentence from the policy into. We have categories such as censorship and suspension, data deletion and retention, and others. And these are all categories that we devised as we identified which aspects of these policies were the most relevant to users' concerns. And if we click on one of these categories, we can see that each of the categories is broken down into further topical subcategories, which are evaluated for the content matter and the statistical significance of our certainty about the content contained in each subcategory. So here you see the breakdown for information sharing and selling, for example. And once each category has been scored, the scores are aggregated to produce the final score grade for the site. So going back one page, we see that the A+ that our algorithm produced for information sharing and selling is aggregated with the other categories to produce an overall score of a B for CNN.com. And this data is stored in our database and then is passed back to the front end for the user's consumption, as you can see here. And we're continually brainstorming new modeling methods and scoring methods to give us the best and most accurate information. And this is what we have for our MVP, though. So we're pretty happy with our results so far. Additionally, users are able to set preferences about which policy categories are the most important to them. And we hope that this will engage the user to become more conscious about their privacy preferences and their exposure, and will allow them to modify how our product's analysis is presented to them. And these preferences are used to modify the scoring metrics that are used for grading. So besides a site-by-site analysis of policy content, our extension also allows users to keep track of the websites they visit. One feature we have built in the user portal is a set of hygiene reports. These visualizations display the distribution of grades for the websites in a user's cache with the ability to view these patterns over time as well. And for the purposes of our demo, we only have a few sites loaded up, but you can see these are the visualizations that we are presenting. Another feature we have built is the agreement tracker. And this aspect of our extension is a table which lists information to the user about their online history without being too invasive. Each record in the table provides information such as the host, the date that the site was first visited, the grades for the various policy categories contained in the site, and a public accessibility score, which we have devised to measure the complexity and formality of a policy's language. And we feel like this is another metric which the user can use to evaluate the policy.